Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So I'm going to first show the products I'll be using. I'm using this Polygel Rosemary from Makartt. It's a pretty mint green. I'm also using Orliath. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's another Makartt polygel. I'm also going to be incorporating these foils here that I got from a spring set, and I believe it was Makartt as well that I got these foils from. And I'm going to be using this silver gel liner from a Kusa gel liner kit that I did purchase off of Amazon. So I'm using my Wellquin XXL coffin tips for today's set, and I'm going to be doing the Lazy Girl method, which is essentially a really beginner-friendly method that anyone can do. So first, to start off my set, I'm going to go in with a layer of base coat into all of the nails and cure for 30 seconds. Also, when doing the Lazy Girl method, you do want to make sure your full cover tips are pre-etched in the inside, and if not, you do want to etch them with either your e-file or primer, just for better adhesion of the actual polygel. So first, I'm taking the shade Orliath, and I'm going to go in at the tips of all of my, well, not all, I'm sorry, the tips of my thumb, index, and pinky. And so I just go ahead and squeeze a bit of that into the nail tip. Today I'm using Beetle Slip Solution, and that's what I'm actually putting onto the nail now. And I'm going to take my Beetles brush in a size 14 and go ahead and pat that polygel all over the nail, making sure that I do cover the sidewalls. And I'm not going to take that all the way down just yet, because I like to do like a 2-beat method when doing my Lazy Girl method. And the reason why is because the first time I tried it and did it the initial way, where you just place the polygel all the way in the nail and place it on your nail and cure, it just, like, anything really sticky just really irritates me, and it was super sticky. So I was like, I will never do that again. But I watched Baby Girl Nails, and she always does this 2-beat method, and I must say I absolutely recommend and love it. So again, I'm doing that on my middle, excuse me, my thumb, index, and pinky. And I'm not going to show everything because it's really repetitive. You basically just want to squeeze it into the nail, use a slip solution, and pat that polygel into the nail while making sure to cover it. Now, up by your free edge, you do want that pretty thin because you want to keep the shape of the nail tip that you're using. And all of the product basically should be focusing towards the middle where your apex would be, to kind of make it nice and sturdy underneath once you do cure. I have worn a set of Lazy Girl nails for at least a week, but I do videos. So there were time frames where I would do like 1 or 2 videos a week and just wear my nails, because I do love to wear nails. So essentially that's when I tried it, but I'm pretty sure with the proper prep they would stay a lot longer. So I'm just setting everything into the tips, and I'm not curing anything just yet. So now I'm going in on my middle finger with Rosemary, which is that mint green shade, and I'm using my slip solution, doing the same thing, just squeezing the polygel into the nail well, using that slip solution, and I'm going to pat that a little more than halfway down the nail on both my middle and ring. And once I get the 2 of those set, I do cure all 5 nails in the lamp for 30 seconds. I do hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I would like to take this time to thank anyone that has taken the time to watch any one of my videos. It is greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. It means so much to me. And if there's anything you'd like me to try, any nail sets you want me to create recreate or anything you would like to see, just comment down below and let me know, and I will definitely go ahead and get that going for you. If you've been subscribed, I overly appreciate you all so very much. I cannot express enough in my videos how much you all really truly mean to me. I have grown to know some amazing people here on YouTube, and I'm very thankful for my journey thus far, and I cannot wait to see where it actually takes me. And I do love each and every one of you so much. So before I go in with the nails, applying them to my actual natural nails, I'm using this peel-off base that I recently got from Nail Addict LA because I don't want them to stay on because I do have more videos to record. So I'm going in with a very thin layer, and I will cure for 30 seconds. And guys, I highly recommend this peel-off base if you're looking for a good one. It's really sturdy, and my nails normally last for as long as I want them to, and they literally don't come off until I actually pop them off. And when I do so, I have no damage to my nails, so I highly recommend. Once the peel-off base is cured, I then go in with top coat and cure again for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to start applying them to my actual nail, and I just take a very small bead, use some slip solution, and just pat that right into the empty space on that nail. And then I'm going to just lightly place that onto my nail, flash cure for about 10 seconds in between each nail. And then once I get all 5 on, I do a full 30-second cure. Now by your cuticle area, you do want to make sure that you're using a very thin layer of polygel so that you have minimal, if no spillage when you're placing it on your nails. And you'll kind of see what I'm talking about with my index finger, because I did have a bit of spillage, but it's nothing that you can't clean up with a little bit of slip solution. But yeah, you do want to try to make it very thin so it's nice and flushed. And when you're applying it to your nail, you don't want to apply, you shouldn't have to apply much pressure. You kind of lightly press it on. Also, another tip, when you're doing the lazy girl method, you do always want to size up. So whatever size you normally use on your finger, you want to go a size bigger so that it's able to fit, being that there's product in the inside of the nail. Then I take a lint-free wipe and I just go over the nail, like, to remove any of the tackiness. And it's really essentially underneath the nail, but I do wipe on top as well. Next, I go in with my e-file and my sanding band and a 180 grit, and I'm just going around the cuticle to make that nice and flushed and look more natural. So I decided not to show them all because it's really repetitive, but if that's something you would like to see my full filing, just let me know and I'll make a way to go ahead and leave that in. So now I'm taking my 8080 Panda hand file, and I don't really have to, but I'm like going around the sides to make sure there's no other spillage I missed and crisping it up the sides and the free edge. And the last part of my filing is just to buff over the nails and remove the shine for any designs or anything that I'm going in with next. And here's how the nails look after being filed, shaped, and buffed. So if you notice on my middle and ring, I'm missing a little product up by the cuticle, but that does happen sometimes when placing the nail on, and that's okay. So I'm going in now with the Sperano nail foil glue, and I'm gonna apply that to my thumb, index, and pinky and cure for 60 seconds. Once that's cured, I'm now taking that foil and just placing it how I want onto the nail. I'm going to use my silicone tool to make sure everything is smooth out over the nail. And I'm going to just rub it in with the silicone tool and then go back over it with my finger and just pull it off to transfer this foil. So I'm also adding in these stickers that I got from NailHoliday. At the last minute, I was kind of thinking what I wanted to do with the two middle nails. And at first I was going to do some nail art, but decided to go in with stickers. So I'm taking these flowers and I'm going to go ahead and place them on my middle finger randomly. Once I get those flowers set, I'm now going over it with a layer of top coat, and I'm going to leave that wet and just place some random crystal rhinestones right into that gel all over the nail. those rhinestones set how I want, I do cure my middle finger for about 30 seconds, and now I'm going in on my ring finger and I'm placing top coat and also leaving that wet to place some rhinestones on this nail as well. Once I get the rhinestone set on this nail, I also cure again in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I also wanted to incorporate some of these silver butterflies that were on that same nail palette that I got the flowers off of. So I'm just placing 2 on my ring finger to complete this nail. Then I remembered I did want to tie in my silver gel liner, so I'm going around my finger on my middle and my ring finger as well with that silver gel liner just to tie that in. And I thought it was a good effect just because the foils also had a lot of like silver lining on it as well. And then I do cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Lastly, I'm going in with a layer of top coat over all of the nails and then curing for 30 seconds. I felt like the foil nails was perfect and needed nothing else. With that glitter polygel, it was perfect. The foil was really nice with all the silver outlining. I did go ahead and top coat around everything on both my middle and my ring finger. And once I got all of the nails top coated, like I said, I did go ahead and cure for 30 seconds. Lastly, I'm going in with my cuticle oil and just moisturizing my cuticles. And here's my finished set. I absolutely love how these turned out. I love how they shimmer and shine so bright. I'm not really a silver girl, like I'm more gold, but I absolutely fell in love with these nails and I did not want to take them off, so I wore them just as long as I could and finally popped them off, being that I don't have my other hand complete. But I just absolutely love how these turn out. If you made it this far, please comment down below and let me know what you think of this nail set. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you all in my next video. Again, thank you all so very much, and much love to you all.